Hey y'all, I'm Default Professor, and welcome to another episode of the Politics of Star Wars. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get to it. What is patriotism? Go ahead. I'll wait. If you were to have this conversation around the dinner table, you might get very different answers to this question. There are two camps in this discussion on patriotism, to put it simply. Those that believe the country they live in is the best and therefore above criticism, and those that believe the country they live in is the best, but recognize there is room for growth. And to break this down even further, there is an understanding of criticism of one's country as disrespect, and there is an understanding of criticism as necessary to build something better. Author, social critic, and definitive patriot James Baldwin said, "I love America more than any other country in this world, and exactly for this reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually." Think about what that means for a second. This dichotomy then breaks down even further, where disrespect and criticism are equal to nationalism and patriotism. Battlefront 2 gives us interesting insight into patriotism. Iden Versio questions the choices made by the Empire in their fight against the Resistance after the Death Star blows up, as seen in this clip from the game.
I don't understand how this happened. The trap was perfect.
Someone made a mistake. High Command overlooked something crucial again.
No, there has to be more to it. The rebels were outnumbered and outgunned.
It's simple. The Emperor underestimated the strength of our enemy, and we paid the price.
Commander, permission to speak freely.
Granted.
I know we're alone, Iden, but that sounded treasonous.
Look to the sky, Hask. It's not treason if it's the truth.
Versio recognizes that in underestimating its opponent, the Empire had overestimated itself. This criticism is meant to help create something better, as Iden Versio genuinely believes in the good she believes the Empire to stand for. But the Empire celebrates something toxic, as scholar John Schaar noted of nationalist governments in the 1980s. It is the worship of national power, of national greatness, nearly always expressed as power over other peoples and qualities, and as power that acknowledges no limits on its own assertion. There are several instances where Versio displays patriotism in the face of the Empire's rampant nationalism.
Iden, our orders are clear. We are to recover the Protectorate Gleb alone.
Things have changed. Look around you, man. Do you even recognize the Empire anymore?
Please don't do this.
The
Just don't do
Empire's
this.
job is to save civilians from things like Operation Cinder.
This is the new Empire.
If this is the new Empire, I want no part of it. I'm taking the orders of my commanding officer.
Are these your orders? Are these your orders? Because if they are, this is treason. Are these your orders?
Yes.
Political theorist John Rawls said that a society could only be as strong as its weakest links. Therefore, patriotism is an inherent desire to help create a better society for everyone. Patriotism is rooted in the love of one's own land and people, love too of the best ideals of one's own culture and tradition. But we must also be aware that the best ideas must continually be checked and fought for. Oftentimes, those that argue the president cannot be criticized, or that the flag must be respected at all times, or that the country is above reproach, are the first to criticize when another administration comes into power. But this isn't patriotism, and we are seeing ugly strains of this form of nationalism in our current politics. Snyder gives us another way to look at the difference between patriotism and nationalism. A nationalist encourages us to be our worst, and then tells us that we are the best. The only truth is the resentment we feel when we contemplate others. If you must pull others down to feel strong, then your strength is predicated on the weakness of others. This is not patriotism. If you raise others up, and your strength is predicated on the strength of others, making you stronger. Thanks for stopping in, and be sure to check me out on socials. Remember, you have the power to tell your own story, so get to it.